Hi everyone. I'm Chand Ajmera. I take care of partnerships here at Shopify. Today I'm going to talk about how you can start selling directly to consumers by setting up your own e-commerce stores using Shopify, right? Just a brief about who we are. So Shopify, it's a leading cloud-based multi-channel commerce platform, being used by almost now 1 million plus merchants across 175 countries, right? And we have like a very strong ecosystem of 22,000 plus partners. These are like web development agencies or digital marketing agencies or say technology partners who have built plugins on Shopify spread across, again, 15, 20 plus countries. In terms of the overall value, we are almost like $100 billion plus public company, have generated more than now $155 billion plus sales. Across these 1 million plus merchants who are running their stores on Shopify, right? So today let's talk about how this entire e-commerce landscape has been evolving, right? So because of the new normal that we have entered into, there's this new survey which was being done to understand the purchase patterns of different consumers across countries. And if you see, even in India, there's almost 55% of consumers have voted for purchasing online compared to say going offline to different stores and buying from those stores, right? So there is this significant increase in consumers coming online to find products to purchase and get it delivered at their places. Now there are two ways through which consumers usually sell online. Merchants usually sell online. One is obviously you sell on different marketplaces, and then once you see that, hey, now is the time for me to build a brand, to sell, to reach out directly to my consumers, that's when you think about setting up your own e-commerce website, which helps you connect directly with consumers, which also helps you increase the overall profit margins that you are clocking year on year. At the same time, it also helps you build your brand identity. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is that while we have seen crazy growth which is happening across marketplaces, there is a similar growth we are seeing where consumers are directly visiting websites, e-commerce websites of different brands and purchasing directly from those websites. So if you see, this is the graph which shows about the total traffic which is being handled by all the online e-commerce stores combined together who are running, who are using Shopify platform. And we have definitely seen crazy spike in the purchases happening on these e-commerce websites. Now Shopify is handling traffic which is equivalent to almost the traffic which we used to handle during peak season, festive season, which is Black Friday, Cyber Monday in other countries and Diwali in India. So that's why it's not just marketplaces who are seeing growth, but definitely individual stores are also seeing significant amount of growth. And the reason being, there are so many social channels out there and consumers are constantly looking for instant gratification. For example, if I come across a particular product online on Instagram, I would want to directly go ahead and purchase it, be it from a website or be it from a marketplace, but I would not go ahead and discover or say search for this product across different channels or different mediums. So because of this instant gratification, we have seen a demand of purchases happening via own e-commerce websites as well. So as I already explained, right, one of the reasons to set up your own e-commerce store would definitely be reaching out directly to your consumers. Multiple other reasons are there, right? You have that complete freedom to own the entire customer journey, right from purchase to post purchase. And also you control the prices, you don't have to suffer from the heavy competition that is happening on different marketplaces. Second is you definitely will be able to build a better brand identity. Consumers will be able to relate to your brand and they will come again and again to purchase on your website. And one very important kind of aspect is you own the data, customer data, right? That's very important in today's time when you want to know what kind of products are selling, what kind of consumers are buying from my website, and that data will further help you to make improvements in your and overall kind of targeting of the audience that you are doing. And then, as I mentioned, total control. You are your own boss. You don't have to kind of adhere to the policies of various other kind of third parties who kind of control your business. So these are like some benefits of running your own e-commerce website or online store. Just some examples, I really relate to all these small, medium scale businesses who have been growing, big and fast while using our platform. For example, 3DM Lifestyle, they are a leather shoe manufacturer based out of Delhi NCR, and they have been doing amazing sales, almost like more than 15 crore INR sales volume they clock from their own website in a particular year, right? And that's crazy. It's like this is the annual revenue which they are clocking just from their own website. Another one which is in handicrafts category is iTokri, again running their own website for past 7 years, selling like really amazing handmade items, which are spread across like various different cities within India. And again, like their main concept is kind of make in India, where they are kind of selling to customers not just based in India but even across different global countries. Third one is in teas category, which is Badam teas, is gaining quite a lot of traction, not just in India, but like, across different countries also. And they have been running like multiple online stores of their brand on Shopify. So the reason I wanted to just give you examples of these brands is to kind of, you can take inspiration from these businesses who have been successfully running their online stores. And these businesses have further kind of grown not just within India, but even like across multiple other geographies. So now, like, you must be having these questions as to how do I get started, right? Now that I want to kind of set up my own website, how easy it is, or what is it that I really need to kind of go online and set up my own website? Now, this is like interesting meme, which kind of I always present, which is I really find it interesting because the moment someone thinks about setting up my own or your own e-commerce website, you might think that, oh, it requires a lot of money, and I'll have to do a lot of coding, tech maintenance, and constant security updates. I have to hire big teams. Everything is kind of now, because of this new SaaS e-commerce world that we have entered into, you really don't have to worry about these things. Like, with less time, less money, less resources, you will be able to really scale up your online direct to consumer channel. So how do we help, right? How does Shopify help? So if you see that, we are kind of that one backend office tool which takes care of everything, right from like your front end website, as well as your shipping and logistics, inventory, order management, reporting, data analytics, payments, also ensuring that all any fraudulent orders you are getting are kind of flagged so that you do not fulfill those orders. And then Shopify is in turn integrated with solutions like, say, Unicommerce, which kind of further takes care of your multi-warehouse, multi-inventory management business use case, as well as say it also takes care of like your end-to-end order management and order fulfillment. So one back office which can kind of take care of each and every operation of yours, so that you can just focus on like something that's important, which is running your own business. Now, one question which comes to everyone's mind is, hey, payments and logistics is kind of an issue, and hence like Shopify makes sure that we kind of provide you each and every online payment option which is kind of available out there. And also we ensure that we are kind of say providing you all those logistic providers or logistic solutions through which you can seamlessly ship your orders. So there are ready-made logistic integrations, payment gateways, payment gateway integrations available on our platform, and these are all one click. And then one important concern which kind of businesses raise is, hey, like, I don't want to start spending heavily on web hosting the moment my traffic on my particular website increases. And that's the reason that we have ensured that any business who sets up their online storefront on Shopify, they get unlimited bandwidth, which is like you have to not worry whether you are getting 10,000 visitors per day or 1 million visitors per day on your website. We grow as your particular business or as your traffic grows. In terms of server uptime also, I have never come across any merchant or any business complaining to Shopify that, hey, my website was down. They have, like, we have never seen such complaint we have never seen such complaint requests coming in from any particular merchant who is using Shopify. And third, but very important thing is security, which is like you need to ensure that there are minimal virus or malware attacks which are happening on your website, and hence we ensure that we are giving you that 100% security, as well as we are also PCI DSS compliance. So those tech related maintenance tasks or activities are being taken care of by our platform. And nowadays everyone purchases on mobile, right? That's 80% of consumers would be purchasing on mobile, and hence it's very important that your website is mobile responsive. That means that it automatically kind of configures its entire design based on on what particular screen your website is opening. So obviously, and hence it's very important that any website that you build should be mobile first. Now, designing a website, right? Like you might think you might require like a graphic designer, or you might require like a coder, developer who will help you design a website. No, gone are those days. There are we provide 1,000+ templates or say themes in another language for you to kind of set up the entire front end UI of your website. And these templates are very plug and play. You just install, you drag and drop like your images, your products, and various different collections, and that's it. Your website is up and running within an hour's time. I actually helped my father to set up an e-commerce website of his 70-year-old offline business within just a day's time. So that's kind of the magic of using a SaaS e-commerce platform. Now, obviously, one thing that comes to everyone's mind is that, hey, I have built my e-commerce website. Now the next step is, how do I generate traffic, or how do I get demand, or how do I get sales on my website, right? That's like a pressing concern which I have kind of heard from different businesses. You really, again, you don't have to worry, because you have multiple options. Either you use inbuilt tools provided by Shopify to kind of automate all your marketing campaigns on Facebook, Google, Instagram, right? And these are even these tools can be used even by someone who knows nothing about digital marketing. And you just have to kind of say, put some rules in place, put some budget, and automatically our algorithm is in place, which will help you kind of target your advertisements to the right audience across these different social channels. So this is one way, which is you use our inbuilt tools to automate your campaigns. Second is, hey, I don't want to do that. I want further, I want to kind of hire a digital marketer, or say a freelancer who can run my paid advertising campaigns on my behalf, do content marketing, blogging, everything. So the second option, that you either hire a freelancer or an in-house person who can take care of it. And you will find a lot of such freelancers on Upwork or Fiverr.com easily. Third option is that, hey, my goals are to clock almost say 4-5 lakhs of sales every day on my website. Then the option is that you kind of work with these digital marketing agencies. For example, AdYogi yesterday had given a great presentation on how they have been helping so many businesses scale up via the paid marketing services that AdYogi provides. So you can definitely reach out to those bigger established digital marketing agencies and outsource your work. So 3 options. When you are starting, you can use these inbuilt tools. Second is when you scale up, then you hire a freelancer or a digital marketer. And then once you are ready to kind of, further clock more than like 15, 20 CR INR of sales every year, then you work with some marketing agency who will have a dedicated account manager who is constantly monitoring your advertising campaigns. Okay, and one thing is very important, right? Which is that, hey, I started running my campaigns. I have my website live. The third option, the third step would be that now I want to know what kind of users are coming onto my website, how many orders I am getting, what products are selling the most, what kind of conversion rate I'm getting on my website. All these, reports, all these metrics, you will get ready-made under the detailed kind of dashboard that we provide. So you don't have to even write a single SQL query or write a code to kind of get or fetch this data. You just drag and drop what you need, and say you need like 5 fields, you just enter those 5 fields, and within 2 seconds or within a minute, your entire report will be up, and you will be able to kind of start analyzing the entire data of what's happening on your store. Second is, it's very important that you connect your Google Analytics with your website, so that you exactly are able to evaluate the entire online purchase journey of each and every single visitor who is coming onto your website. And that's where we provide a one-click integration with Google Analytics account of yours. You just copy paste your Google Analytics account ID onto your Shopify backend. Done. Within a click, your entire website is now linked to your GA account, and you will know exactly where your customers are dropping or which pages are getting maximum visits. Now, few things which are very important while you are operating your online store is that you need support, right? Whenever something is going wrong. So you get 24/7 award-winning kind of, support from Shopify side. We have our support team members based across 5+ countries who will always be there to address all your questions over live chat, phone call, email, and community forums which are available online. When you kind of set up your website, you also would need some kind of, you would need to provide some enhanced functionalities, okay, on your website. Say you want to provide a personalized recommendation feature on your website. Now, while our current existing personalized recommendation feature is very kind of, basic, which we provide, but at the same time, there are plugins available out there on our app store, which you can just install in one click, and your entire personalized recommendations engine will be configured by this plugin, which is amazing, right? Or you want to run a loyalty program. Again, within few clicks, you will be able to run a loyalty program on your e-commerce website. And third is, for example, I built my own, my family's e-commerce website by myself without taking anyone's help. But say tomorrow, you might need help from some web developer or web freelancer who can get it up and running within a week's time. You don't have to worry. There are like 1,000+ expert agencies based in India. You will be able to find them on experts.shopify.com. And these agencies, freelancers, will help you get up within no time at a very nominal cost. Just like something which is like, hey, if you're looking for free consultation, you can just scan this QR code, and one of my team members will definitely reach out to you and help you out while you are kind of planning to start your e-commerce store. All your queries, questions you have, or concerns you have related to setting up your website will be addressed during that one-on-one call with you. That's it from my side.